It's Midwest Millie. I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastard.
Wake up in the morning, think I lie and take my meds. I've been taking penitentiary checks, I'm trying to duck the feds.
All right, we got Midwest Millie jumping off the porch with us today.
What's up, baby? What's going on, man?
What's going on with your gang?
Man, chilling, man. I'm cooling, man. You know, happy to be here.
For sure, it's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today, man.
Yes, sir, man.
So tell me, what type of things you be getting into when you touch down in the city of Atlanta?
Oh, man, a lot of shopping and shit, man. You know, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, man. We ain't got a lot of them stores that y'all got access to down here, you know what I'm saying? So every time I get down here, man, I blow a bag, man, you know. Get me some new shit, man, so I can take it back home, you did?
For sure.
Yes, sir, you know. Bumping in all my guys down here networking and shit, you know, moving around, moving and grooving, you know.
Real spill.
The usual, yeah, for sure.
How that make you feel to know that you can go ahead and go to other cities and blow a bag on shit, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit, you know that shit, it's a blessing, man. I worked hard for this shit, man, you know. Shit ain't come overnight, and ain't nobody give it to me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a good feeling, man. I can't lie.
For sure.
You know.
So for somebody who's never been, how would you explain the culture, the people, and the way of life of Cincinnati, Ohio?
Man, it's a big, small city, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fast paced, but we behind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anything that's going on somewhere else, it's going on up there too, you know what I'm saying? So it just depend on where you at. You know, we 5 minutes from Kentucky, so we surrounded by like farmland and shit, but where I'm from is the city, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it made me though, you know.
For sure. When would you say you realized that the streets can get ugly in Cincinnati?
Shit, young, high school, you figure that shit out fast. You know what I'm saying? It don't take long. High school, you know, I got a couple guys that's dead and gone from when we was kids, man. So, you know, a nigga get numb to that shit eventually. But you know, when you young going through shit like that, it just, you know, it wake you up, open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of let you know what's going on, like, and that shit ain't no game. You know, it's not no game. You know, it be a lot of young guys running around and shit, thinking that shit again. It's not no game. It's not GTA, man. You can't respawn or none of that. You know what I'm saying? When it's over, it's over.
Nah, for real. So how would you describe your upbringing in that type of environment?
I mean, shit, my daddy was in my life, you know what I'm saying? My daddy and my mom, and it's like, shit, they made sure I wasn't no slouch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't going for that, you know? So I feel like I got that honest, you know? I was gonna make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Something. Like, shit, I had a job when I was 14, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, my brothers was locked up and shit, I ain't had nobody to give me nothing, you know what I'm saying? And my mom and daddy wasn't about to give me shit, you know, so they had to get it. I had to figure it out.
So at 14, what made you say, fuck it, I'm gonna get a job?
Shit, I wanted shit. Nigga want shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, my dude's gonna do her thing. They did their thing for me though, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you want the shit that they like, boy, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? They like, ain't nobody getting that shit. You like, nah, I gotta have that though. They at school with this shit on, I need them, man. So, you know, shit. I'm 14, working 2 hours a day, bagging groceries, no cap. I tell a nigga that in a drop of a hat, bro, you know what I'm saying? Cause if you a hustler, you a hustler, man. It don't matter how you get it, you gonna figure out how to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I had to do what I had to do, man.
Nah, real shit. So, what's your reaction when you see like younger guys these days with their nose tooted up, feeling like they ain't gotta get a job?
Listen, I just told my little cousin that. You know, they look at a nigga, they look at a nigga now. You know what I'm saying? They look at me where I'm at now. And they just see the glitz, like you know what I'm saying, the fruits of the labor. But it's like, bro, it took me a while to get to where I'm at. I slept on the floor, all type of shit, addicts, futons, like, you know what I'm saying, waking up every night, sweating and shit, cause I ain't got no AC, like, all of that, man. Like, working at jobs I hated and shit, all type of shit, man. Like, Shit, you know, but when it's slow, you gotta get it. Like, ain't nobody about to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of the younger guys, like, you know, they in high school during the pandemic. You know, PUAs, EDDs, and all that shit. So a lot of them little niggas ran up free money. So they don't really know what it is to really, like, grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be stacking up 200-300 at a time, like, until you get a band. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do it over. You got to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, man. But it's like, you know, that shit ain't nothing. Like, your pride can't never be too big, man. You know, I hear a lot of young guys, young people talk about what they is and ain't gonna do. And I just wasn't never one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I was 12 trying to caddy at the golf course, man. You know what I'm saying? And you getting paid bullshit for that, but I just always wanted to have some money. I'm not going. I'm not going outside. I'm not doing nothing and I'm on zero. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. I was outside with a shovel. You know, it snow a lot where I'm from. I'm outside, little boy, shovel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, you gotta get, I ain't going for that. I'm gonna have me some count for the shit show.
I feel that. You feel they impatient because the young niggas just putting it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seeing young niggas having more than ever, really. So they impatient for it.
That's definitely play a big part in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient with this shit, like, cause I done had times where I was stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be stuck at a certain number. You can't get past that shit, but you gotta just, you know, you gotta, what you put in is what you gonna get out of this shit, man. For anybody, even them niggas that you seeing getting to that shit quick, they not getting to it quick bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? This and then he probably done tried 85 things before one of them click. You know what I'm saying? And he just on his run right now. Like, so it's like, man, you can't be pocket watching. What's for another nigga might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? It just might not be your turn, man. You know, like this shit, it happens like that. Niggas had their turn, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no race, it's a marathon, man. For real.
Real shit.
For real.
So at what point would you say you decided to jump off the porch?
I was young, bro. I was young, for real, cause just being outside, you know, you young and shit, summertime and shit, like, you outside. You know, I'm from the ghetto, so, you know, we going up to the main road and shit, buying nickel bags and shit. I'm 11, like, you know, so it's like you just seeing shit you ain't supposed to see. You seeing everything going on, you know, all type of shit. So it's just you get exposed to it. You know, the only way to kind of shield, you feel me, the children from that shit is for them not to grow up in them environments. If you grow up in them environments, you gon' see it. It's inevitable. Now, some people choose, you know, different routes or, you know what I'm saying? But if you grew up in them environments, that's all you know, that's all you see every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking weed at the bus stop with my niggas on the way to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not even going to school. We 12 though, this nigga expelled already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lighting a blunt in his house. His mama gone to work already 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to school, I'm high as hell. Like, just stupid shit, you know? But you just be young doing shit, man. That's all. You know, you be living life, experiencing shit, man.
For sure. At what point would you say you had your first life lesson with the streets?
My first life lesson. I don't know, probably like 17, 18 or some shit like that. Like, when something, like, you know, just some, honestly, it was some disloyal shit happened to a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But it just taught me, like, even motherfuckers that's close to you will snake you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta watch your back at all times, man, and then when you really do find them guys that's loyal, you'll know. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that shit, cause like, me and some of my guys, we might not talk for 3, 4, 5 months. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Then you might see us every day together for the next year. You know what I'm saying? It just shit. We men, we be having shit going on, and sometimes you gotta isolate yourself and shit. But you know that loyalty a big thing, man.
Talk about some more of the importance of loyalty.
You said some what?
Talk about the importance of loyalty.
The importance of loyalty?
Yeah.
It's important, man. You know, it's real important. Like, it's just good to know that there's other motherfuckers that got your back, man, your best interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you got them people around you, you gotta do right by them. You know what I'm saying? Cause loyalty ain't a thing a motherfucker owe you. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit you earn. That's some shit you earn. That's some shit, you know, you and your brothers, y'all earn that shit. Like, and that's like a fruit of war. You know what I'm saying? That shit you really go through shit with niggas and you know, like, okay, like, I know if I call this nigga and it's that time, it's on the floor, it ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Real
like, so, yeah, that shit important, man. That shit important. All them young, you know, the young niggas is snaking their partners out and all kind of shit. That shit ain't right, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit karma real, bro. Karma real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit real. That shit gonna come back, man.
For sure.
You feel me? Even the biggest dog get bit, man.
Real spill. Talk about the importance of having a solid support system, because oftentimes, you know, we'll see somebody like, all I got is me, but that ain't even how the world supposed to set up. That's the case. There only be one nigga on the planet.
Yeah, for sure it don't even work like that, you know, but it just be some people just selfish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like narcissists and shit. Like they don't even understand that, like, any progress you make is dependent on other people. Like, you can't do nothing without people. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If you drop a motherfucker in the middle of Montana somewhere with nothing, it's like, shit, ain't nobody gonna know you out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta understand that you need people, man. Like, they important. They important, especially trying to do the shit we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit without that, you know? And it's like, like I said, don't nobody owe you nothing. So it's like, whatever they do for you is a plus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it out the mud and do everything you gotta do. You gotta do it because that's what you wanna do. You know what I'm saying? But don't nobody owe you shit, so anything they do for you is a plus. You can't be being petty and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, okay, a motherfucker did this, but they ain't do that. Like, you know, like, that ain't gonna do nothing but rub a motherfucker the wrong way and they gonna stop supporting your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just gotta be mindful, man.
That's real. So when would you say you wanted to try music out?
I've been around music my whole life, for real. Like, my brother from the West Coast, he used to come to Ohio, like, periodically and shit. And there was a little stint he was living in Ohio. He was living at my auntie house. Him and my big cousin used to record theyself on the computer. You feel me? The big back, the box joint. You know what I'm saying? Throwback joint. Like,
fat computer.
Yeah, for sure. So they was the first people I was around that was doing that. And my brother, like, he knew how to make the beats, all type of shit. Like, he just a multi-talented motherfucker, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first exposure to it. And I feel like I probably recorded my first song with them. It was bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my first time playing around with music, like headphones, really recording. I'm done. I get to hear myself and shit. So it's like, it just had been in me since then, you know? So nigga was just fucking around with it through high school and shit. Like, I ain't never really take it serious till, like, I was grown, though.
That's real.
Yeah.
So what made you just take it serious? Like, decided for a career path? Like, shit, I'm finna fuck with this music.
Honestly, it was like, shit, the feedback I was getting always been good. Like, always, even like one of my partners, I was really backing him for a while with the music, you know what I'm saying? And he did a lot. We did a lot of shit, like, a lot of shit. So I was more in the background of it, you know what I'm saying? But even then, like, I do shit like certain songs, just shit I was ad-libbing them and shit, like, just you know, I always had my feet in it. But it was like, at one point, it just was like, shit, I'ma just take it serious for me, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just see what really happened, cause I like drop a song or some shit, and then 8 months later, maybe drop something, you know what I'm saying? It was just real spaced out, like, it was never consistent. And then at a point, it just was like, shit, I'm gonna just see what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what happened if I really just be consistent and be serious and, like, you know, and really put my mind to it and try to make it happen. And it was like, shit, maybe 6 months in, it was like the responses I was getting was like, yeah, you supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be doing this. Like, because it's people who put out music for years and don't nobody fuck with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Nobody rocking with it, ain't nobody sharing it, don't nobody believe in it, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that people believed in my shit is, like, really where my motivation was coming from. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah.
How inspiring did that leave you? You know, what type of inspiration did that leave you with, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, fuck, tried it
Man,
out, took it serious.
I go through that shit in my head right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like, shit, I'm a grown-ass man, but I got responsibilities and priorities and shit outside of this. So it's like, it be times I have to remind myself all the time, like, no, nigga, you can't give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm overly invested in this shit. Like, and it's like, nigga, I listen to my own shit, and I'm like, nah, nigga, they gotta hear you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit, like, it be times I'm talking about the hair on my arms raise up. You know, my heartbeat start beating real fast and shit, where it's like I'm listening to my own shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, you really hard as hell for real, bro. Like, you could make something out of this. You know what I'm saying? So I say I'm always inspired. You know, it's a constant thing. It's anytime somebody let me know, like, bro, your shit really hard. You know what I'm saying? Any motherfucker come out the woodwork, might see me out in the city or some shit, and they stopping me, bro. Like, keep going, you hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit count. Like, it really matters. Like, that's why I tell people that at home. When they tell me that shit, I tell them, like, bro, I appreciate that shit, because you don't got to tell me. You know, it's a lot of motherfuckers who probably listen to my music, or, you know what I'm saying, and they ain't tagging me, or they ain't going out their way to let a nigga know that that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that do that shit, I appreciate it, because it keep a nigga going. You know what I'm saying? That keep a nigga juiced up. Like, okay, yeah. Like, y'all fucking with me. Like, all right, let's go then. Like, let's go. Like.
So how would you say you caught the attention of Icewear Vezzo?
I was working, right? I was putting out a lot of shit, and I was like, I want to say it was this pandemic. It might have been around the pandemic. A lot of my niggas was locked up and shit, and like, for real, I was like isolated a little bit. Like, I was just in my bag, like, so I was trying to figure out ways just to network. So I hit bruh for a feature. You feel me? I hit bruh for a feature. I think I sent him the song, sent him the money, boom, he sent it back. He told me to, I had been trying to get up with him for the video, but the nigga was busy. He was busy as hell for a little minute, no bullshit. So I'm hitting him trying to get a video and shit. I'm hitting Chanel, I'm hitting his manager and shit, like, but the nigga moving around, he's so busy at the time. I'm like, bro, I can't even get my motherfucking video shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm chasing the nigga to get the shit done. Boom, he finally like, nigga, pull up on me. No, I bumped into him in Cali again. He was in Cali again. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'm trying to put you on something else. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we do that. We get back out here. He hit me. He just randomly hit me, bro. No bullshit. He hit me he called me. Like, bro, pull up on me. He said, come to Detroit. We gonna shoot that shit we got. I said, say less. Boom, I pull up on him. We do that shit. I put him on a song with one of my niggas from the crib, one of my younger niggas from the crib, you feel me? I take him up there with me too, like, so at the end of the day, it wasn't just only about me, you know, and I feel like bro respected that, you know what I'm saying? He just seen what I was on, you know what I'm saying? He like, bro really on this shit, he a hustler, like, and he ain't bullshitting, you know he's serious, and it's like, shit, I ain't stopping, like, you know, no matter the obstacle, I ain't quitting, you know what I'm saying? I ain't stopping, so it just shit, the relationship just developed from there, honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's real. So what type of game would you say Vezzo gave you?
Man, I learned a whole bunch of shit from bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot. Like, one of the biggest things though is that you gotta be a hustler, man. You gotta hustle. Like, even in this game, even in this rap game, like, ain't nobody trying to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to give you this shit. Ain't nobody just trying to make you no millionaire just like cause they like your music or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to hustle. You gotta go hard. Like, you gotta treat this shit like you would treat something else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's niggas who get their turn, who pop and they flop, cause they ain't really got no hustle to them. So it's like, they not relentless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like that for real, man. You gotta be a hustler, man. You gotta do your homework. You gotta do your research. You gotta know what you talking about, know what you doing. Like, move around right. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't go nowhere without security or none of that. And it's like, you know, this a small-minded street motherfucker try to make you feel like that shit, like that's some lame shit or something. But it's like, bro, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect the brand. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit fun and games until a nigga gone. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's a lot of shit, bro. I soak up a lot of shit from, bro. I done been in some rooms and shit like that I wouldn't have never been in if it wasn't for, bro. So, you know.
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
So, being that you did take your younger homie up there with you and you spread it out, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge and the wealth, what type of leader would you say are you to the city of Cincinnati?
Without sounding arrogant, I feel like I'm important, bro. Like, because I wholeheartedly understand and believe that it ain't just about me. Like, I really, like, anybody from home will tell you that, man. Them young niggas reach out to me, they got a little, you know, they doing something, they got a little motion, that shit sound all right. Pull up on me. Pull up on me, come on, let's get it, let's get one in, let's do this, let's shoot that bitch, let's put it out, let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, my young niggas will tell you, man, I'm on their ass, man. I'm in the studio 3-4 times a week. They gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? Unless they got some shit going on where they really can't, cause you know niggas got kids and all that shit. Like, but if they ain't doing, you gotta be there, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit like practice. It's mandatory. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can't do it for the whole city just by, like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't, I don't even want it to go like that. It's like, man, we lit. We lit. It's a lot of talent at home, man. A lot of us. And it's like, bro, us competing ain't gonna do shit for us. It ain't gonna do shit for us, man. So it's like, while we got spotlights and we got people looking at us and shit, man, we gotta use that shit. We all gotta use that shit. We gotta blow the door off the hinges, man, so we could really be in there. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be in the building, man.
For real.
You know, and I ain't trying to be in that bitch by myself. You know, I want niggas from home to be lit too. You know, like that make it's more turnt like that. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole city to be turnt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big goal for me, bro. If I was to do it first, I gotta come back and get niggas, bro. I have to. Like,
for sure.
I've been told myself that, like, a nigga really believe that, you know?
How did you connect with the likes of Skylar Black and ESTG for records?
Skylar, that's my homie. That's my homie. She from the city, man. We've been knowing each other for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Her birthday a couple of days, I think, before mine, so, you know, we just click on a different wavelength, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we just start making music, bro, you know? Shit, we just start making music, putting shit together, putting shit out, you know? And it's like, I ain't expect the songs that we got together to do what they did, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got a song right now, it's probably the biggest song in our city. And it's like, I ain't expect it, you know what I'm saying? She might say she did, but I didn't. Like, I can't even say it's probably one of my least liked songs of me.
But
and
that's how
her.
it be though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
they love, I'm talking about they love that bitch too, bro. At the crib, they love it. They love that shit. And I'm talking about I cringe when I hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, man. I can't explain. I don't know why, man. My niggas be like, bro, you stupid as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm like, bro, I can't help it though. It's like, shit, I don't know. It's I don't know, man. My style be just changing so rapidly, like so fast, like that it's like what I was on 6 months ago, I don't even want to hear that shit or nothing no more. Cause it's like I'm on a whole nother wave right now. Like, but you know, that's my homie. And G, I got some niggas from down south that was listening to G before I ain't know nothing about it. And they an hour and a half away from us. You know, Louisville like an hour and a half away from Cincinnati. So my niggas from down south put me on. I think it was that El Toro tape, if I ain't mistaken. And I'm listening to him, I'm like, bro, hard, you know what I'm saying? So I just started listening to his shit, and I was fucking with it because he was talking about shit that I was going through. You know what I'm saying? Shit that was going on. So I hit him back then, and one of his mans, I know one of his mans, I can't remember why or how, but I knew one of his mans, like, so bruh linked it up together. I got a verse with bruh, a song with bruh that ain't never come out. You know what I'm saying? It never even made it to the internet or nothing. So it was just like, shit, he started blowing up. So I doubled back. I did some new shit with him. I had did dog paws with him. He came to the city. Shit. I made sure I bumped into him. I did that, you know what I'm saying? And that was a big record for me too, you know?
That's real.
Yeah, for sure.
Real Millie Saint Nicholas.
For sure, man. Millie Saint Nick, Big Bank Mike, man, the mud baby, you know?
Real shit.
For real.
So talk about that project and where did the name come from?
Millie Saint Nicholas, you know, that I got like personalities. I be having like, you know, from time to time just be in different bags. So, you know, it just come off like the name, it just come out the air. You know what I'm saying? It just, that's what I was on, man. I was in a sleigh with that bag like it's Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's where that Millie Saint Nicholas came from. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. What would you say is your overall message with your music?
Man, it's see, I got different shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my music though, it be what I'm going through, like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's times where I get in that bag where I could talk, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the young, they don't be trying to hear that shit, but like my old heads, they love that shit. Yeah. But it's like, you know, everybody don't be trying to learn. Everybody ain't trying to learn, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hear what they trying to hear. They out in traffic, they trying to be turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, I'm a hustler, man. I make hustler music, man. Go get that money, man. Go get that money, man. Do what you gotta do. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? I don't endorse no snake ass shit. None of that shit. I'm a real hustler. I ain't never did nothing to nobody that ain't do something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Would you say it's hard to make it out of Cincinnati?
Hell yeah. Cause like, it ain't, as far as like music, it ain't no industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, I can't go blow down no label door every day till they fuck with me and listen to my music. In pop, like it's not there. Like it's certain shit we just don't have access to. And then even with me traveling and going places and shit, I'm still an outsider. Like I'm still the nigga from Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of guys in Detroit, a lot of guys in Atlanta, New York, LA, Miami, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm bruh from Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't never really want to just leave a city, like, not cause a nigga scared to go play, cause I go anywhere, but it's like, I want to make it from home. Like, I want to make it from home. I want to bring the attention there, and then I can move around. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit important to me. It's like, this what made me, bro. This my data. This is me. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, it's tough though, bro. It's tough. It's tough as hell. I ain't gonna lie, cause it ain't no whole bunch of unity. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no whole bunch of like people that came before us. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple guys who did some shit, but it's like they phase out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you a dinner think it ain't never happened. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's just like niggas it's like they don't matter no more or something. You know, It's weird, man. It's weird, dude. Like we got major producers and shit from the city, but like shit, I ain't throwing no stones, but it's like shit, nigga gonna reach out. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga ain't like who high, okay, yeah, let me work with them. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? You got all these connections and this network. It's like, this where you from, bro. You know what I'm saying? This what made you, how it made us. So it's like, you know, you gotta use that shit, man.
For sure. What's the most important change you want to see happen in the city?
We gotta keep sticking together, man. We doing it, like, but, and like I said, like, not to be on no arrogant shit, I got a big part in that. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I got guys from every side of my city. You know what I'm saying? And some of them niggas is not fucking with each other. Like they not rocking with each other. Like they can't be around each other at the same time. Like it ain't, like I would never, you know what I'm saying? I would never cross the two. If these motherfuckers around me, okay, cool. After I'm done fucking with them, maybe next week I'll fuck with my other mans and them. But it's like, we gotta come together, bro. We gotta use all our platforms to big everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be no competition. I ain't trying to be the hardest out of my city. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Niggas tell me that. I appreciate it, but I don't care. Like, that ain't, I don't wake up every day like, man, I got shit on these niggas. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about just showing the world that we lit, man. It's lit here, man. Yeah, we in Ohio. Everybody think, oh, farmland, da-da-da. All right, you bring your ass out there thinking it's horses and cows and shit if you want to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that going on. You got to keep drive. You got to drive through our shit. You trying to make it to that. It ain't none of that, man. It's going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit. You see how I'm pulling up, man. You know, and I want the world to know, you know? And it's like we in the middle, bro. So my sound, to me, I don't feel like I sound like nobody, bro. Cause our culture ain't really seasoned. It's like so much different shit that our identity fucked up. Cause we in the middle. We right in the middle of so much shit. So it's so many people passing through there, or like we might be listening to this or that or this or that, you know what I'm saying? So like we don't have no distinct, okay, yeah, that's that, you know what I'm saying? Only thing we have was like the Isley brothers and the Ohio players, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real though, like, and them niggas is legends, but it's like shit, that ain't rap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't really relate to that shit.
Exactly. So it's like, but it's so much talent there, bro, from singers to rappers, to athletes and shit, to everything, man. It's a lot of people that come out of that state and our city, man. It's like, but it's one of them cities that everybody waiting to just escape it. So it's like when they leave, they gone. They ain't really pressed to like turn back, and it's like they gone. It's like, I'm gone, I'll holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. To me, that's a fucked up mentality, bro. It's like, this home, bro. This what made you. Like, all the pain you might have went through, the bullshit, whatever, everything you hate about this motherfucker, it made you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit important to me, man. I want the world to know about Cincinnati, Ohio, man. You know? For sure.
So besides rap, what's some of the other revenues and income you're interested in?
Shit, I'm in real estate and shit like that, you know? Buying up property and shit. You know, I'm trying to play Monopoly, man, you know. Y'all young niggas get y'all credit together, man. You feel me? I know all these rap niggas be coming up here talking all that bullshit, but get your credit together, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to that 800 club. I ain't that far. You know what I'm saying? And shit. And it ain't hard, man. That shit ain't hard. None of that shit that they try to make you think is hard that you can't do, it's not. It ain't tough, bro. It ain't tough. You gotta just want to do it. You gotta want to do it. You gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta do your homework, man. You could teach yourself anything on the internet, bro. Motherfuckers on their phone all day long, every day, man. Anything you want to find out, you could Google that shit. You get on TikTok, Instagram, anything, man. You could look it up and figure it out, man. That shit is important, man. It's a lot of shit I wouldn't have been able to do if I ain't take the time to educate myself on certain things. And I done failed at trying to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I done did the run around a few times trying to buy property and shit, like, cause I ain't have all my shit in order. I hadn't paid taxes and all that shit. You gotta do that shit, bro. You have to pay taxes. I don't care how you getting that money. Uncle Sam want his money, man. You guys to give it to him. You wanna be a big dog for real, you gonna have to get Uncle Sam some money, man. You gonna have to, bro. And that shit don't do nothing but just, it level up your playing field, man. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you going in them banks and shit, and you going in there talking to them lenders and shit, and they running you through, putting up your shit, and they telling you, yeah, we could do that for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that shit just feel different, bro. Like, it's different, man.
That's real. What else you working on right now?
Man, I got a couple projects I'm working on. I got like probably 2 or 3 projects that's already done. I just gotta organize them and put them together. I got this my most important project though is that Residue. I'm trying to drop Residue soon. I just ain't put it out yet. It's been done for real, but the music on it is just, it's so important to me, and it's so crazy, like, that I'm just waiting for the right time. I'm gonna know when it's time to put it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I was just in a space, like, musically, like, I don't know how I recorded half the music that's on that shit. Like, right now, if I go try to repeat the process, it don't even sound the same. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a space at the time, like, so I got that. I just put out Milligrams. I just dropped Millie Saint Nicholas. So them was 2 projects that, honestly, them was my throwaway songs. Like them, not necessarily throwaways, but they was the songs that I wasn't I wasn't too pressed to hold on to. So I'm like, okay, I can give them this. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep everybody in tune with me. You know what I'm saying? Keep everybody attention. Cause that's one of the things I don't try to do is like, I don't try to let up for no long period of time and shit. Cause the way this shit go now, like everybody attention span short. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be gone for too long. They gonna forget about you. They gonna move on. It's gonna be somebody new. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be fucking with them. So, you know, I try to make sure I don't do that. I got a lot of shit going on, man. You know, if you in the Ohio area, Midwest area, man, you need them Frenchies, man. Holler at me in the gang, man. We got a lot of nice Frenchies, man. They ain't no cheap shit though. So if you looking for a cheap ass puppy, don't even ring my line. Don't swing my dough, cause they not cheap. You know what I'm saying? They not cheap, man. They not cheap, man.
What's the cheapest one go for?
You got to have about a nickel, man. I need about 5,000, man. You know, at least, man. At least 5,000. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of work going to that shit too, man. Cleaning up shit, taking them motherfuckers to the vet, washing them and shit. All that shit ain't no easy work either. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit a rough hustle too. So. Like I respect dog breeders and shit, cause it's like that shit ain't easy. Like motherfuckers just see it like, oh, you can make some money, like, but it's like you would be quit doing that shit before you make some money, cause it's like, you know how that shit be. A nigga get 2-3 dogs, got them in how they done shit on, tore some shit up. Nigga like, man, fuck this shit, man. Like they ready to get the dogs away, man, and cut his losses and shit. But you know, we got that going on, man. I got me and my big brother got a car detail company, logistics company. It's a lot of shit, man. I'm working on a lot of shit, man. But you know, I'm one person, so like my big brother helped me with a lot of shit that I don't got time to sit down and do. You know what I'm saying? He hold that shit down for us. You know, my nigga just he did a dime in the feds, so he got a lot more patience than I do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we work good together though, so, you know, that, a lot of things, man. I had a barbershop for a minute. I closed it down though, cause I ain't own the building and my landlord started playing crazy, but I was cool. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go buy a building in a minute anyway. You know, I don't like renting shit from nobody, no way. Like,
real shit.
Yeah.
Any last words and shout outs?
Man, the city, man, Cincinnati, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's Midwest Millie, man. Big Bank Mank, the mud baby, man. Millie Saint Nicholas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the gang, the guys. Y'all know who y'all is. All my bros know who the fuck they is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we coming, man. You know, look out for a nigga. You know, y'all already know, man. You know, I'm about to keep making noise, keep having this motion, man. Keep moving around, man. Keep bumping elbows, you know, with some of the biggest and greatest, you know what I'm saying? Cause a nigga, I'm supposed to be there, you know what I'm saying? In due time, man. Go get that milligrams, go get that Millie Saint Nicholas, man. It's everywhere, man. If you wanna follow a nigga, Midwest Millie, just Google me, man. I'm gonna pop up, something gonna pop up, man. You know what I'm saying? Go down that rabbit hole, man. Come fuck with the boy.
Real spill, man.
For
Midwest
sure.
Millie, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today.
For sure, man. You know that, man.
Gang.